soon.
Coming soon.
To a forest near you.
To a forest near you.
Danger.
Terrifying.
Hardship.
Oh no.
Betrayal.
Ooh, bitch. The shade.
And nut-stealing ninja beaver squirrel friends.
A ninja who? Say what now?
Find your nuts.
I love nuts.
And claim victory.
Don't be a loser.
Little Nutters.
The card game.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. What you just saw was a commercial for our next game release coming to Kickstarter June 30th. It's called Little Nutters, the card game, where you get to play as a squirrel and use your memory, strategy, and a little bit of luck to find the nuts that you've left in patches all along the forest. But beware of rabid kittens, tiny humans, and many other animal attacks. And beware of your own opponents who may try to steal your nuts. Please check us out on Kickstarter. Click the Notify Me on launch, and you'll be notified when you can back us Wednesday, June 30th. Thank you for joining, and welcome to Quiz Nights. My name's Kyle Stewart, and today I am going to bring on 3 amazing contestants, and we are going to play a little trivia game on one of my favorite topics, musical theater. First, I'll introduce our first contestant. She is a book writer and lyricist who has created or worked with other individuals to create such amazing pieces as The White Rose, Flakie the Musical, and Winedays, the wine tasting musical. Please welcome Jenne, Wason, Benoit. Hi, Jenne. How are you doing?
Hi, Kyle. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really, really well. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm just wondering, you've worked with so many great people and you've created 3 amazing pieces that have gone on stage. Where do you get your ideas for your shows?
I think it just depends on the show. The White Rose is based on an incredible true story. I encourage you to Google it. It's about a resistance movement in Nazi Germany. Flakie was just a random idea I had about an elf who dreamed of being a Radio City Rockette and traveled to New York City, but obviously was a little short for the job. And then Winedays came about from a group of friends. We were sitting around drinking, watching some terrible political news from the States, and feeling tired and just saying, what do we want our next show to be? And we said, well, it's just something where we sit around drinking, and we wrote a show out of that. So
how do you remember your lines when you're drinking wine on stage?
Oh, well, it might be prop wine. I can't say for sure.
But the audience gets real wine, right?
Prop wine. Rehearsals are a little trickier. Rehearsals are never prop wine. So,
well, I'm looking forward to that show coming back once we get out of the pandemic and having a look of it myself. All right. Next, I want to talk about one other surprising thing about you is that you were a junior agent in New York City before coming to Canada. How was that?
It was pretty cool. It was actually one of my first jobs out of university. I started as like receptionist assistant, and over my time there became a junior agent. I was the foreign rights representative for clients like Stephen Sondheim and Maury Yeston, Maya Angelou, Susan Stroman. So it was a pretty cool part of my life that I'll never forget, and I learned a lot.
That's absolutely wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, and next we are going to bring, he is the former president of the board of directors for musical theater productions. He is now the publicity director on the board of directors for musical theater productions, and he is the production manager of the Original Kids Theatre here in London. Please welcome Joe Recchia. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. So you've obviously done quite a lot here in London. You've worked with kids, you've worked with adults. Who are easier to work with?
I feel like I'd love to say that the adults are easier to work with, but sometimes they can be more handfuls than the kids sometimes. The kids are always really eager and like, oh, I want to do this. And the adults are like, I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. But we did an adult show at the Original Kids Theatre Company with the staff once, and we were the worst cast to work with. I directed and starred in it, and we couldn't get together for warm-ups. We were losing our pants. We were talking backstage. We were worse than the kids.
Oh, no. I also want to talk about your work with musical theater productions. Unfortunately, you guys were hit right before the pandemic started. You had a great show all lined out and completely sold out called Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Maybe people have heard of it. But what do you have to say to people who wanted to see that show? Is it still in the works to come back? What's going on with it?
Well, as our producer likes to say, any dream will do, and the dream is still alive. And we are hoping to bring that show back as soon as we are able to. We're unfortunately still don't quite know when that's going to be, but we feel like as vaccinations roll out and as restrictions start to ease, we feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and theater will be coming back soon. And we are very committed to our first show back on stage once we're able to. Will be that production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. We may have to wait a little bit of time. It's been some time. The actors might need to rehearse again, try and remember which order those colors come in, that kind of stuff. But everyone is super excited to come back and bring that show to life. And we're just waiting for the final go-ahead to be able to do it.
That's fantastic. So what's MTP doing in the meantime? Is there anything upcoming that people can look forward to, even if it's virtually?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually are just started rehearsals on a virtual musical called A Killer Party. It was originally written to be done by some Broadway performers who were looking for something to do during the pandemic, and then they made it licensable for amateur groups. So we've taken on that project. Actually, the director of Joseph, Andrew Dodd, is also directing A Killer Party as well. So that has started rehearsals. We don't quite yet know when it's going to be released, but if you'd like to find out more, you can visit our website and look down below. There it is.
There it is.
MTPLondon.ca.
Yes. And I will be posting that link in just a second because I do want to actually switch the ticker over to something else. When you're not doing theater, you're doing art. So where does this great passion for art go? And where do you get your ideas for your art?
Well, interestingly, I was more passionate about art before I was passionate about theater. When I was growing up, my desire was to become a Disney animator. So I was always drawing, always doing cartoons and things like that. And then in high school, I signed up to be the running crew on a show. And suddenly the theater bug was hit. And then I became obsessed with theater, and that kind of became my career path. But I've always, I studied art in university as well as theater. And I tried to keep those worlds blended together. One of my biggest inspirations is Al Hirschfeld's caricatures of Broadway and film that he's done. And so a lot of my art is inspired by his sort of black and white pen and ink style that's somewhat cartoony but very flowing. And so that's where a lot of my work comes from nowadays. And the majority of my work these days is inspired by productions that I've seen, productions I want to see, productions that I've been a part of. It started to become a trend of a little keepsake of shows that I direct, that I do a little drawing of the cast and give that as a keepsake. And so it just kind of grew until the point where I was like, I should put this online and see if other people like it. And, and so I've been doing that. So I am on Instagram, as you can see below, joecool_art. And a lot of my work there is inspired by theater, and I try to tag people in it. I think my heart stopped the day when Alex Newell liked the drawing that I had done of them from Once on This Island. So I was like, well, I can die now. That's fine.
Yeah. I know our third contestant is holding on, but before we reach out to him, I want to talk a little bit about your charity that you're playing for. Could you please tell us about it?
So I am playing actually 4 musical theater productions that I serve on the board for. They were the first theater company that welcomed me when I moved to London. They are a community theater group. I've been involved with them since 2009. I've been on the board since 2012, but they've been around since 1988. Over 30 years, they've been doing productions with full-scale musicals, cabarets, operettas. You name it, they've probably done it, as well as other live events like karaoke nights and things when there isn't, a pandemic in the way. But like so many other arts organizations right now, they've been hit hard with our inability to be able to do any of the things we normally do to raise funds or to keep our programming going, such as live shows and events. So I decided to play for them, and encouraging other people to support MTP if they can. If they want to see shows like Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat or A Killer Party come back or continue on in various forms, we could definitely use the help. Every little bit helps. No donation is too big or too small. And yeah, it's a good cause. And they were the first people who really made me feel at home here in London. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to give back.
A great charity. All right, now to introduce our third and final contestant. He is a French-Canadian composer. He has worked on so many great projects over his life. Even in his teen years, he worked on creating some of amazing children's safety songs, including Elmer the Safety Elephant. Please welcome Joseph Benoit. Hi, Joseph. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. I can see that you are the only one that chose not to wear blue today. Was that a choice?
Yes, but I am wearing product here. So
You are, actually. Let me get that ticker back going. So yeah, you worked with Jenne on creating Winedays the musical. Can you tell us a little bit about your process with that musical?
yeah, Jen said write some music, so I did. That was the job.
Like a good husband. Like a good husband. Perfect. Now, I want to ask you, because when you two sent in your bios, there's one musical that you guys wrote that you completely left out, and that was your wedding. This was definitely by far one of the best weddings I'd ever been to, because you had the officiant singing. You had
Hold it. You said one of the best weddings you've ever been to?
one. Well, you know,
One.
I have been to one in Dominican as well, so it was quite nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jen, do you have anything to say about your wedding?
Yes, it was completely musical, and I was very panicked at the last minute, and I was like, I need to be doing more with the lyrics and getting this all organized. And Joseph just kind of took over because I was doing so many other things for the wedding, and it was kind of the best wedding present you could give, to take over in that way. And everyone seemed to really enjoy it. And now he can play the music for us, and it's just special every time I hear it.
Just I played the music for you now?
No.
Maybe you can do that on the outro, the credits. How does that sound?
If I win.
Only okay. All right, we'll keep that. Now
Challenge extended.
Exactly. Now you two are playing for another great charity. Could you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we're playing for what's that called again?
We're playing for Junior Achievement, Southwestern Ontario, which is when I'm not doing theater, that is where I am working. And we do incredible work supporting students in financial literacy and work readiness so that they can kind of stay out of the cycle of poverty and be set up well for success in life.
That's absolutely fantastic. And I do have the ticker climbing down there, and I have posted in the comments where you can go to donate to that amazing charity as well. So while these contestants are playing for money to try and get a donation to their charity, we do ask to, if you are able to, please donate to these causes. Everybody's been hit really hard with the pandemic, and these help individuals find some relief in different ways. So if you have the opportunity to, please consider donating. Now, without further ado, I'm going to talk a little bit about the format of this show. So these contestants are going to face 3 rounds. Each round is a different theme. They'll be asked 9 questions within each theme. And in between each theme, we will have a specialty question. Without further ado, let's get to our questions. All right. First round is made for musical TV. Joe, you won the coin toss. So there are 9 subcategories within this genre. Please feel free to pick which category you would like to ask first, or be asked first.
I'll take Disney princesses.
Disney princesses. Louis Cablejo is an amazing singer who provided the voice for not 1, but 2 Disney princesses. Once as the animated Moana, while the other took place in this live television musical.
Well, I believe she played Ariel in The Little Mermaid.
She did play Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Good, 1 point for you, Joe. All right, Woo. Jen.
Oh,
yeah, we're off to a good start. Yes.
Yeah, I had to know that one. I produced The Little Mermaid when MTP did it, so.
I was hoping you might get that one. So, all right, Jen, what would you like?
I'm going to try Rise.
Rise. All right. Though canceled after only 1 season, Rise was a powerful television series about a high school teacher and his students trying to put on a controversial piece of theater about the sexual emergence of youth. What Broadway show was portrayed in this series?
Spring Awakening?
Yes.
Hey!
There we go. All right, Joseph, you get the next question. Don't mess up. Now the pressure's on.
Well, I'm just a composer. I have no repertoire.
What category would you like?
Well, let's try The Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
Apparently, I went to see it when I was a baby or something. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, then you should know this right away. Julie Andrews brought audiences to their feet as she played nun-turned-governess Maria in The Sound of Music. In 2013, this famous classic was moved to the small screen where the role was cast by this American Idol.
American Idol, who's turned to pop star, who has a talk show now, I believe. And I can't think of her name.
No answer?
I can't tell you, no.
All right, Jen or Joe? Yes, Joe. Oh, I saw Joe put his hand up just first.
Is it Carrie Underwood?
It is Carrie Underwood. You were thinking of Kelly Clarkson, Joseph.
Yes, that was the wrong one.
She is an amazing American Idol, but Carrie Underwood was the idol we were looking for.
And while Carrie Underwood was great in that show, kudos must be given to Audra McDonald as the best Mother Abbess ever.
Yes, she was quite good in that. So, all right, Joe, we're back to you. Please pick another category.
Oh, okay. Why not LGBTQ+?
All right. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Let's Do the Time Warp Again, was one of the first shows to publicly cast a trans actress in the leading role. Dr. Frankenfurter was played by this amazing individual.
I know it, and I'm drawing a blank. Orange is the new black.
I was going to say, do what Joseph does and just give her biography. So,
what's the actress from Orange is the New Black? But why can't I remember her name? Oh no.
I need an answer soon, Joe.
I might have to pass. I can't. I'm blanking on the name. I know who it is.
Jen or Joseph, do you know?
I am also blanking on the name, but it.
I want to say Meatloaf. That's all I want.
Oh,
No.
like, is it?
It was.
It's
Yeah, Laverne Cox.
Okay, I do have to give it to Jen since she gave us the first name of Laverne.
That's fine. I'm
Laverne
happy.
Cox.
I just wanted to get it out there.
Fantastic actress. I was so happy for her when she was cast as that role.
Yeah.
Because representation strongly does matter in these types of things.
Well, all these questions are going to be about who played what. So I don't know any.
I think you guys are just picking. No, remember, Rise was about what show? So, all right, Jen, you're next.
I'm gonna try Marilyn Monroe.
Okay. Before becoming a show that encompassed all of Marilyn Monroe's life, season 1 of Smash originally tried to produce a full musical based on the film star's romantic entanglement with this individual.
Joe DiMaggio.
Yes, good job. So Jen is in the lead currently.
Woohoo!
Joseph.
Well, since I seem to be on a crash course for any possibility of any answer, let's go with musical accidents.
Okay.
Maybe it's composition.
It's one of Andy and I's favorite shows at the moment. In Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, Jane Levi plays Zoe Clark, a programmer who discovers her mind can now perceive the innermost thoughts of others in the form of popular songs and dance after experiencing an earthquake in this location.
She experienced an earthquake somewhere. Well, I'm going to imagine this was somewhere where there are earthquakes. Let's say San Francisco.
We're looking at where specifically, like what type of, like she was in a room or a place or something like that?
Oh, not a city or town.
Yeah, not a city.
Okay, so where would you have an earthquake in your place? I'm going to say in the basement.
No. Jen or Joe? Yeah, Jen.
I can guess
Sure.
theater.
No, that's an excellent guess.
All right.
No. Joe, do you have a guess or no?
I've never seen the show, but I want
Honestly,
to.
watch it. It's fantastic.
But I could take a stab. I don't know, a restaurant?
No. There was an earthquake while she was in an MRI. and it downloaded all the songs that were being on the playlist into her mind. So
And
fantastic show. Watch it.
title.
I was going to say,
Okay.
and Phil Hallman got it right.
Yeah.
I'll see that.
Go Phil.
I need some of those whenever it's my question.
Phil's also a great
Help
real
from the
estate
audience.
agent. He just helped us buy our house. So
Oh,
use him. That's great.
congratulations. Yeah. Phil is also another great composer, piano player as well. So we got a lot of piano players represented today. All right, Joe, it's your last pick of this category.
All right. Well, then I think I'll go with Glee actors.
Glee actors. Originally starting as a backup dancer on Glee, Santana Lopez's character quickly rose to the center stage and became a strong representation for LGBTQ youth. Sadly, we lost this actress in July of 2020. Who was she?
I'm going to pronounce her name wrong. I'm sorry. Naya Riviera.
Naya Riviera. Yeah, I think you're pretty close, actually.
Okay.
So, yeah, either way, you get the point. So,
Okay, cool.
Because you knew who we were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jen.
Pop star musical?
Pop star musical.
Sure.
Joining Kristen Chenoweth, Jennifer Hudson, and Harvey Fierstein, Ariana Grande showed off her musical roots in this 2016 live television musical.
I feel like I should know this. Hairspray?
Yes, good. I'm assuming that was a guess?
Sort of.
Maybe? All right. And Joseph, you get streaming services.
Okay, technology. I've got a shot at you.
Oh.
The smash hit High School Musical, the series, tells the story about a group of teenagers trying to put on High School Musical, the musical, at their school. Now airing its second season, this TV musical series can be streamed on which streaming service?
Disney Plus.
Yes, Joseph makes the board. All right, so now we
I know my Disney.
Jen with 4, Joe with 3, Joseph with 1.
I have yet to watch the second season, but I want to see what they do with Beauty and the Beast.
I was going to say, was it good? Because Andy and I haven't watched it yet.
I really enjoyed the first season. I thought it was good. I'll be honest, I thought it was going to be dumb as hell, but I actually sincerely enjoyed it.
Awesome. Excellent.
I got into an embarrassing amount.
Okay, perfect. Maybe we'll give it a shot.
I mean, it was kind of terrible, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah. If you go in with that expectation that but like it had more heart and story. Like I feel like it had a better storyline than High School Musical actually does.
Okay. Because I only watched High School Musical. I didn't watch the other two. So do I need the other two to go into this series? Okay.
No, not at all. Because they only are doing the first one in the series. So.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So now we're on to our first specialty question. This is monkeys and playbills. Those silly monkeys have gotten into the playbills again, and the titles have fallen off the flyers. Your job is to look at these 6 flyers and write down on a piece of paper what the titles of the shows are. I will give you 30 seconds, at which point I will ask each of you to reveal what your answers are before we see the true answers. And go. Joseph, I need you to compose me some little Jeopardy music here.
Well, I can do that, or I can write these.
All right, for next show, next week.
I vote you do the music so we can get the points.
Oh, I should know. This is also for 2 points.
Oh.
I can identify 4.
Okay. Is everyone finished right? Oh,
I know what that one is.
Also, shout out to Title of Show for the name of this category.
right. A great show I was in that MTV put on. Joe, you were a lighting stage person for that, weren't you?
Yeah, I was kind of lighting designer, and I was the tech operator for the Fringe venue. So I also kind of just was like, I'll just do it.
So you got to see it a bunch of times.
Yeah, it never got old.
All right. Jen, are we ready? Or are you still?
Almost.
Okay.
All right.
I
I'm
need to
changing my
zoom
mind.
in or something. Like this teeny tiny writing on there.
I'm changing my mind, but I might.
Did you change your mind?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start actually with you, Jen, because you have the most points right now. So
Okay.
from top across, then bottom across. What do you got?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you read them for us? Okay, so
you want
I
to
see
them?
Hairspray, Aladdin, Wicked, Hamilton. I can't read the one after that.
Dream Girls?
Okay, and Jersey Boys?
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, you're in second place. So what are yours?
I have the exact same answers.
Exact same. And Joseph, what is yours?
I had all except for the one that looked like a forest of something, which I guess is 3 women and with legs. It's too small. It
All right.
was Into the Woods or something, but it took me a while to figure out Aladdin as well. It looked like a fishing hook until I looked closer. Oh, that's a lamp.
Well, let us take a look at the answers. It is Hairspray, Aladdin, Wicked, Hamilton, Dreamgirls, and Jersey Boys. So both Jen and Joe will receive 2 points.
Yeah.
I get the run-out point of 1.
You get to be the funniest guy on the episode. How does that sound? Let's move to our next category, Disney, the musical. So Joseph, since you're struggling a little bit, let's give you first pick of the categories.
Okay. Genesis, that couldn't possibly be the band. Let's try Made for Movies.
Made for Movies?
I might have a shot at that.
Casey Levi made her mark on Broadway, playing the role of Elsa in Frozen, the musical. However, this was her second role she originated from a film. The first was the role of Molly in this musical based on the classic 1990 romantic fantasy thriller.
Oh, 1990? 1990 movie or 1990?
1990 movie.
Okay, so this thing was a Sondheim play from years before, which was the second line of the title is The Butcher of Baker Street or something.
Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney Todd, yeah.
You're wrong. Joe or Jen? Yes, Joe.
Is it Ghost?
Yes! This ties you with Jen. All right. Joe, you went into this round in second place, so you get second choice.
Okay, let's go Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. A Change in Me was written and added to the stage production of Beauty and the Beast 4 years into the musical's run, specifically for this American singer who joined the production as Belle.
You know what? I know this story, but I cannot remember who it was.
All right. Jen or Joseph? Yes.
Tony Braxton?
Yes, it was Tony Braxton. Jen comes in the lead once again. And Jen, it's your pick of a category.
I'm going to go with Something is Missing.
All right. Something is missing. Due to production costs, Aladdin the musical lost many of its great characters that made the cartoon so successful. Iago becomes a loudmouth sidekick, Raja becomes Jasmine's attendants, and even this Aladdin companion is turned into a trio of narrating humans.
Abu?
Yes. It seems like your husband did have that one. You could have let him try and have it.
No.
You just want to be in the championship, which is also your birthday, right?
It is. It is on my birthday. I mean, I don't want to guilt the other contestants, but
No guilt felt. Don't worry. I'm still playing to win.
Joseph.
I don't know. These questions are really not written with me in mind. Let's try Genesis.
Okay. When Tarzan hit Broadway in 2006, the original musician and lyricist from the Disney cartoon returned to add several great new songs, including Waiting for This Moment, Sure as Sun Turns to Moon, and Like No Man I've Ever Seen. Who is this artist?
I can't believe it. It's Phil Collins.
Yes! And even when you said, well, Genesis can't be about the name, I was like, well, that was the hint. So
Well, it's either that or the Bible. I was pretty safe
it was
either
true.
way, maybe.
Joe, pick another category.
Let's go Heather Headley.
Okay. Originally produced by Walt Disney Theatrical Productions, Adia starred Heather Headley in the titular role, with Adam Pascal opposite her. 3 years prior, Headley had showcased her talents in another Disney Broadway show. Which was it?
Well, before she was in Aida, she was Nala in The Lion King.
Yes. All right, Jen and Joe creeping up on each other. Jen.
By any other name.
With an enchanting score, The Hunchback of Notre Dame originally premiered in 1999 in Berlin, Germany, under which name? I will take the German or the translated English version.
The Bells of Notre Dame?
No. Joe or Joseph? Yes, Joe.
Der Glockner von Notre Dame?
Yes, and do you know what that is in English?
I'm guessing, is it the bell ringer of Notre Dame?
The bell ringer of Notre
Come
Dame.
on.
I'm sorry, Jen. All right, so Joseph, you get your pick of your last category in this.
Well, I have no clue who Jack Kelly is. Switching things up could be anything. West End, I believe that's in London. Let's try switching things up because I couldn't name a theater in the West End.
Okay. When The Lion King was brought to the stage, the role of this character was changed to female, as Julie Taymor believed that there was generally no leading female characters in the original film.
Well, I'm gonna. I'll take a wild guess that it's the baboon who holds up the lion.
I will accept that as an answer. Rafiki is the full name we were looking for, but yes, Rafiki was the character they switched to female.
All right, half the points of everybody on the board.
All right, Joe, you get your pick of these last two categories.
I'll go with Jack Kelly.
Okay. Newsies the Musical was an instant hit from Disney. That was most likely due to the amazing character Jack Kelly, originally played by Christian Bale in the movie, and this famous star on Broadway.
Jeremy Jordan.
Yes, Jeremy Jordan originated that role. I think it might have been one of his first main ones on Broadway.
I think it was one of his first big roles. And Christian Bale will not talk about being in that movie because he was on contract while it was still not a musical, and then they switched it on him and wouldn't let him out of the contract, and he hated that he had to sing in it.
He did a decent job.
He did well. He just hates that he was forced to sing.
That kind of sounds like the Christopher Plummer story of Sound of Music. Christopher Plummer did not enjoy being in the musical either. So,
well, for him, the reason he didn't enjoy being in it is because they spent weeks training him to sing and then said his voice wasn't good enough and then dubbed him.
All right, Jen, how do you feel about your West End locations?
Not so great.
Why we all left it.
Yeah. Before coming to Broadway, the Disney classic Mary Poppins got its start in 2004 at this popular West End theater.
I'm going to say the Almeida just because it came to mind.
You are incorrect.
Oh.
Joe or Joseph, do either of you have a guess? Yes, Joe.
I'm going to guess, is it the Palladium?
No.
Oh.
Joseph?
I'll just say Pantages just to say something.
No, it was the Prince Edward Theater.
Oh.
So, currently, we have a new leader with Joe with 9, Jen with 8, Joseph with 3. But we are coming up to another specialty question worth 2 points. So it's award season here at Quiz Nights. I am going to show you in this list that says 1 to 5 the name of a show or the name of an actor. Then along the A to E, you will see Tony Awards. Your job is to link the actor, or the show to the Tony Award that they won. Please feel free to just write 1A, 2C, instead of writing out the entire thing. Here are your items. And Joe, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my guesses are done.
Okay, Jen,
Oh boy.
another couple seconds.
Okay, yep.
Okay, Joe, as lead, please show your responses.
Okay, so I had Santino Fontana was Best Leading Actor, Dear Evan Hansen was Best Musical, Beth Level was Best Featured Actress, Alice Ripley was Best Actress, and Hedwig and the Angry Inch was Best Revival.
Okay, Jen?
I think I had the same CDEAB.
Sorry, which?
CDEAB.
Okay, and Joseph?
I was able to identify everything in the second column. I know what those words are. And I can identify 2 of the musical plays that I've heard of. Everything else was like, what the heck is that? I have no idea. But I figured that Santino is a guy, so that must be the Best Leading Actor.
Okay.
I figured that out. So I have 2D, 5B, 1A, 4C, and 3E.
Okay, so again, we have a tie with Joe and Jen.
What?
Santino was leading actor. Dear Evan Hansen was best musical. Beth was featured actress. Alice Ripley was leading actress. Hedwig was revival.
And was
Joseph, did that match yours?
The only question would have been best actress and supporting thing. What was that?
But you didn't get all of them?
Let me see. One, are they in order now? Like if I'm checking?
Yeah, so color should be orange to orange, yellow to yellow.
Okay. So I got 2D. Yes, that's correct. My second one, 5B. Yep. 1. Why did I put 1A?
Well, see, I heard 1A, which is why I thought you didn't.
Yeah, that's not correct.
Right.
I knew it was the best leading actor. Somehow, for some reason, I put the wrong answer, so I guess it's wrong. And my question was 4C and 4 and 3, which I wasn't sure. Okay. And did I get it right? 4 was C and 3.
4C was not.
I don't know. I got those numbers and letters mixed up somehow.
All right. Well, right now our scores are: Jen, you have 10. Joe, you have 11. And Joseph, we love your company. So.
Was Kyle, was Beth's win for the Drowsy Chaperone?
Yes, it was for the Drowsy Chaperone. Okay. And now on to our final category, Weber. I know this is the one you've all been looking forward to.
Well, it's the only one I recognize.
And Joseph,
Weber, that's all I know.
Joseph, you get to go first. You get to pick the first category.
I do I?
Yep.
Well, let's try sequels.
Sequels. Most musicals are standalone stories. However, Andrew Lloyd Webber created a sequel to his classic, The Phantom of the Opera. What was the name of this lesser-known piece?
I think I'm getting mixed up with Jack. I'm going to say Love Never Dies.
You are right.
Yay!
Congratulations. All right, Jen, you were in second, leaving the second round, so you get next choice.
All right. I'll try written word.
Written word. Early in his career, Andrew Lloyd Webber worked regularly with this English lyricist and author to create such masterpieces as Evita, Jesus Christ Superstar, and The Likes of Us.
Tim Rice.
Yes.
What is The Likes of Us?
It was actually one of their very first shows they've done. So
Wow.
going to find these questions, I actually learned a little bit more, sometimes too much, that I didn't want to know. So
Do not poo-poo what you do not know.
yeah, true. Joe.
I'll go with Oscars.
Oscars, they were there. In 1996, Lloyd Webber shared an Academy Award with Tim Rice for Best Original Song for You Must Love Me in this musical film project.
Evita.
Yes.
Not cool. Not cool.
Not
What-
cool.
What's not cool about it?
They actually knew that one.
It was MTP's first show back in 1988, so I had to get it too.
Here's the thing. You guys were all clamoring about Weber, but I think you've all gotten your answers right so far. So
Oh, all clamoring? Hold on.
okay. Joseph was like, I'm a composer, I got this. Speaking of which, it's now your turn.
Let's try Early Days.
Early days. Some of Andrew Lloyd Webber's most notable early works included Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Evita, and Jesus Christ Superstar. But which of those three mentioned was released in 1968?
I know Joseph was the first thing that they composed, and it was like for Easter for whichever school they were working at, and that's like the earliest. But I don't know that it was released. And it's definitely not Evita. I remember in elementary school, Jesus Christ Superstar, the album was in the display case because it was this amazing thing and had been there for a while. Was it 1968 though? I don't know. Let's say Jesus Christ Superstar.
Incorrect. Joe or Jen? Yes.
Joseph.
Yes.
And the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I know, Joseph. You talked yourself out of that one. I thought you were gonna get there, but
I knew too much.
And again, we have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because you were exactly right because they wrote it in school. That's why it's so old because they were like 5.
All right, Jen.
I might regret this, but 90s classic.
90s classic.
I don't remember what he did in the 90s.
Due to his love of a Billy Wilder classic, Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote this musical in the early 90s. It shares its name with the film it is based on.
Sunset Boulevard.
That is correct. And Jen takes the lead once more. But now, Joe, it's your go.
All the pressure's on. Jeez. Awards and titles.
Awards and titles. In 1992, Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber received a number of awards, including a knighthood by which royal individual?
Queen Elizabeth?
Yes. All right, Joseph. Last pick in this category.
I'm not sure her name is going to come to me or not. Let's try The Future.
The Future. All right. Even in 2021, Lloyd Webber is still creating amazing new shows, including this one, scheduled to open in London's West End later this year, based off a fairy tale of the same name.
Yes, I do not know. Well, I will try.
And Googling it from the side super quick?
No, this is my phone on the side, which has nothing on it. It's actually just a blank table. I'll try Cinderella.
You're right. Cinderella.
Because it's like one that every composer seems to go, or every once in a while there's another one that comes out. And it's been
actually,
a while. So
the music that's been released so far sounds really good. I'm excited to hopefully see it one day. All right, Jen, do you want Broadway honors or do you want marriage?
Oh,
Marriage. And hoping it's a question I know.
kind of. Well, I
Married,
just don't.
married to Andrew Lloyd Webber from 1984 to 1990, this Broadway actor also starred in several notable roles while together.
Sarah Brightman.
Yes, Sarah Brightman.
Finally came to me.
And Joe, that leaves you with Broadway honors.
Okay.
Andrew Lloyd Webber has had the honor of holding the longest-running Broadway show with this classic, which opened January 26, 1988.
The Phantom of the Opera.
Yes. So we keep the tie going with Jen.
The pressure's on.
I know.
And so
I don't like it.
I was going to say, Joseph, you're doing fantastic. Much better than that first round. So, and now
I don't know the actors
I was
and the
gonna say,
actresses. I have no clue who played what on Broadway or just no idea.
here's your time to shine. And if Phil Holman is still watching with us, and Joe, if your husband is watching with us, this might be where they shine as well. This is Red for Filth.
Oh.
I am going to show you 3 pieces of music. The lyrics are gone. All you see is the melody line. This is the melody to the chorus. No instruments may be used, but these are the notes to the chorus. And I will let you know these are what most consider the main song of the show that they're in. Okay? There you go. I will give you a little bit longer with this one, just due to the nature of the question. And this is where.
Are we writing this down?
Yeah, you can write these down. And this is worth 3 points because it's the final specialty.
Is this still Weber?
No, this is just a specialty.
Okay. Oh, Phil, don't write that.
Yeah, Phil, don't write them in the chat just yet.
Nobody look at the comments.
Yeah, don't look at the comments. People, the contestants, look at the private chat. Switch to private chat.
How do you do that?
There should be something up at the top. I know, and there's a 20-second delay, so he's probably typed in the answer. Just don't look at the side.
I'm going to start writing these down.
I legit can't figure anything out, so.
What's the last one?
It's okay, Phil. I should have mentioned it earlier. It's my fault. But I now know who to ask for the next time we have a musical theater edition.
No
Phil.
kidding,
So
Wow.
be prepared. Have your messenger ready for when we do round 2 of this in a few months. Maybe M2P will link me in. I'm going to post what Andy said on YouTube. For some reason, he gets jingle bells for all of them.
Do we get hints? Like.
No.
I don't recognize that third music. I have no idea what that is. Okay, Phil, now you can type that one.
All right. Does anyone want to make any guesses at this point?
We're guessing the song name?
Yeah, the song name.
Thanks, Henry.
For those of you watching, Henry will be joining us next week for this competition.
You better be giving Henry this Red for Filth category.
No, there will be different. There will be different. There will be different specialty questions, just like there's different categories in every round. Although I will watch those watching. What was your favorite specialty question that you'd like to see come back at the championship on the 25th? For this one, you saw the connecting the Tony Awards to the actors or shows. You saw Red for Filth, and you saw the Monkeys for Playbills. Please write in the comments which one you'd like to see come back. And Andrew's even. Joe, if you don't figure out the third one,
Andrew, what is it?
Andrew has said that he wants the Red for Filth to come back. I think I might have to have Andrew and Phil on an episode at some point. Oh, another one of our contestants for next week, Taylor Thompson, a phenomenal singer. All right, are we ready to start making our guesses, we think?
I mean, sure.
All right, well, Jen, let's start with you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm ready to complete guess for the third one.
So, Jen, what is 1, 2, and 3?
Well, the third one's just because I have it stuck in my head, but I have Memory, Oklahoma, and Sunset Boulevard.
Okay, Joe?
I'm sure they're wrong, but I wrote Phantom of the Opera, Defying Gravity, and Candy Store.
Okay, Joseph?
Well, for naming the musicals, it's Cats, because that's Memory from Cats. The second one was Oklahoma from Oklahoma. And the third one was like, Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I have no clue. I don't know what the music is.
Jen, could you repeat your answers for me, please?
Memory, Oklahoma, and Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, clicking on the wrong spot. Memory from Cats, Oklahoma, and Rent from Rent.
Oh, I bought that DVD. Never watched it, but I bought it because apparently it's really good. I don't know.
So, at this point, since I'm just going to take Jen and Joe into the tiebreaker. Joseph, I adore you. You can still answer this, but this last point is strictly for Jen or Joe.
I think you should make it with 10 points. It should be a 10-pointer.
Cats is the 4th longest running Broadway show. How many performances has it run? Whoever is closest will be our winner.
It's probably more than 100.
Jen's looking to God, being like, help me.
No, I'm just writing ideas on my paper.
So I'm seeing in here, there's a lot of people wanting to see the Monkeys and Playbills. And the Tonys coming back. So don't forget, we have new categories, new specialty questions next week, and additional new categories and new specialty questions on the 18th. The winner from each episode will return on the 25th, where they will have a chance to have a donation made in their name to their charity of choice. All right, Jen, Joe. All right, ladies first. Jen, what is your guess?
8,500.
All right, hang on.
Wait, 8,564.
And 64.
Yep.
Joe.
I went for an even 3,000, which I'm sure is wrong, but.
All right, so at this point, Jen, you're going to the finals.
Oh.
No! I mean, yay!
If you would like, you can pass it to Joe because I know it's your birthday.
Or you can let me go.
Or you can let Joseph do it for you.
Whoever I'm playing against will say yes, yes.
But we'll talk about that once we go off the broadcast.
Okay.
I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you guys so much. I hope you had so much fun playing this game with us. I know I had a lot of fun. Oh, before actually we do that, I want to show our ad for next week. So next week we have Henry Trong, Chris Wood, and Taylor Thompson coming to learn about, what do they have? They have films to musicals. They have bad reviews written by my dad, so a really bad description of a show, and they have they've got some great opportunities and some great categories. And again, I'll remind you, Little Nutters coming to Kickstarter June 30th, 2021. Please, follow us, and if you want to see this game come to life, definitely back us on June 30th. All right. Again, I want to thank each and every single one of you. Jen, Joe, Joseph, thank you for starting the first show with us. I hope you had a lot of fun. And Jen, congratulations on your win.
Thank you. I'm shocked. It was a lot of fun and some tough competition.
So just before I take off, I just want to remind everybody that you can donate to Joe's charity by going to www.mtplondon.ca. And you are able to donate to Jen and Joseph's charity by going to www.jacanada.org/JASWN. All right, that's all for us tonight. We'll see you again next Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks. I'm glad.